President Jimmy Carter signed the United Nations Convention on Discrimination Against Women in 1980. Presidents Reagan and Bush refused to support it. But now Bill Clinton is pushing for ratification.
The women who are behind this treaty are women who are not interested, as any ordinary American would be, in marriage, love, children, having a family. Quite the opposite. They tend to be women who want marriage to go away, who promote homosexual rights, who promote abortion on demand, all of these things that are totally contrary to the wishes of the vast majority of American women and men.
Article 1 on the UN Treaty on Women would abolish discrimination against women in the political, economic, social, cultural, civil, or any other field. This treaty covers marriage, family, church practices, other religious customs and beliefs, and every other area where society might otherwise choose to respect those differences. In case of any doubt, Article 2 states that the treaty would even extend to what it calls customs and practices. Article 3 would require us to pass new federal laws in social, economic, and cultural fields. Article 16 levels a broadside attack on states' rights and would obligate the federal government to take over all family law, including marriage, divorce, child custody, and property. And who would decide if you and your family are abiding by this UN treaty? A United Nations committee set up by Article 17.
This treaty, like other feminist exercises, is full of deception, and it's a good illustration of how people who have a political agenda to gain power for themselves use words to persuade others to join them through deception. A good example is the word family. When you or I use the word family, we mean mom, dad, and the kids. We mean extended family, grandma, grandpa. When they mean family, they mean two guys who met each other in a bar on Saturday night and have decided to live together. They mean any collection of people who have a either permanent or temporary interest in one another. That is just not what the rest of us mean by family, yet feminists will constantly invoke the word family with their own meaning in mind, hoping that we'll be fooled.
For example, Article 5 would require us to modify the social and cultural patterns of conduct of men and women, and to assure that we are following UN dictates about family education. And Article 10 would even require the revision of all textbooks and teaching methods to adhere to UN definitions about family and feminism.
The people representing the family legitimately and so forth, they were not permitted even to participate. And all of these wild-eyed people who want the government to control families and everybody else, they were in charge.
Jesse Helms is chairman of the U.S. Senate subcommittee that oversees treaties. He opposes these UN treaties.
Well, of course, these treaties that emanate from the United Nations, they are looking after somebody else's welfare, not the welfare and the rights of the American people. And that's the reason I look askance at every one of them.